You've felt this before. Something small felt wrong. Not dangerous, not obvious, just wrong. A conversation that stayed in your mind longer than it should have. A decision that felt strange after it was already made. Maybe someone asked something from you, and you agreed. Not because you wanted to, but because saying no felt heavier. Maybe you apologized, even when you weren't fully sure what you had done. At the time, it all felt normal. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because most manipulation never feels like manipulation. It feels like life. Most people imagine manipulation as obvious. Threats, pressure, control. But real influence is quieter than that. A favor you didn't ask for. A look that lasted slightly too long. A pause where there should have been reassurance. A shift in tone so small you almost missed it. Something changes inside you. And suddenly, you're no longer deciding from clarity. You're deciding from pressure. And if the pressure feels natural, you rarely question it. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades studying how human beings make decisions. His work changed psychology, economics, human behavior itself. And one pattern kept repeating. People often believe they are thinking clearly when they are actually reacting. Kahneman called this System 1, fast thinking, automatic thinking, effortless thinking. Touch something hot, you pull away. Hear your name in a crowded room. You turn, see a familiar face. You recognize it instantly. That is System 1. And most of the time, it protects you. But under pressure, it can also be used against you. Most people think manipulation targets decisions. It doesn't. The decision comes later. First, your emotional state changes. Urgency, guilt, confusion, pressure. Once your state changes, your decisions start changing with it. That's the part most people miss. No one has to overpower your intelligence. They only need to change the emotional conditions around it. It happens in conversations, too. Something feels urgent. You respond quickly. And only later, you realize something felt off. Kahneman once gave people a simple question. A bat and a ball cost $1.10. The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much is the ball? Most people say 10 cents. The answer is 5. The mind moved fast, felt certain, and was wrong. Not because the person was unintelligent, but because speed replaced deliberation. The feeling of knowing arrived before the knowing itself did. That is exactly how invisible influence operates. Fast feeling, fast judgment, false certainty. What most people miss is that clarity rarely disappears all at once. It fades, a little more guilt, a little more pressure, a little more discomfort, until you stop asking, what is true? And start asking, what keeps this peaceful? That shift changes everything, because comfort can hide control. The solution is not paranoia, it's awareness. When something feels urgent, pause. When something feels emotionally heavy, pause. When something feels strangely confusing, pause. Distance is not withdrawal, it is information, and that information is where awareness begins. Today, write down one moment where saying yes felt easier than questioning it. A conversation, a favor, a request, an apology. Write what happened. Write what you felt. Write what you told yourself. Do not explain it. Do not solve it. Just record it. Most people go through life being read. The decoded mind. Out.